Alright guys, welcome back to the vlog. It's me and Paisley here. Whenever I vlog, she just needs to be all over me, so if I'm antsy, that's why. But if you don't know, because I know I got a lot of new subscribers lately, but I started a series called Carbs for Curves, and I was really trying to build my legs. So basically what I was doing was eating a lot more, because I do track macros, and so I increased my carbs a lot, and then I've been really consistent with doing legs and trying to do as much as I can. In the beginning, I was sticking with progressive overload. I definitely was doing really well for increasing my weight for squats and deadlifts and whatnot, but I wasn't seeing much progress and I was still getting super sore, so that was frustrating. So I read some articles, talked to some people, and I totally switched up my training to actually do more of high volume. So that means more sets and reps and not necessarily heavier weight. So I pick a weight that I can do. I'll do sometimes 4 sets of 20. So obviously that's a lot. So I'll pick a weight that is challenging but not too heavy. And just obviously focusing a lot on mind-muscle connection and just making sure I'm doing the most effective exercises I can do for my body, because obviously everybody's body responds differently to different workouts and exercises. So that's what I've been focusing on, and I actually feel like I like it better because I'm not necessarily getting as sore. I definitely feel sore, but not like I was, and that's been helping me able to do more legs throughout the week. So that's really what I want to focus on. And it is coming towards the end of December, and my goal was to do this until the new year. And then once the new year comes, I'm going to start shredding with everyone else, because I am going to Punta Cana in February with my boyfriend. So I want to be a little bit leaner for that. So I'm not really going to do a crazy shred or anything. I just want to actually start tracking my macros a little bit more meticulously, because I am not as consistent with it right now, because I know I can eat more. And I'm literally doing zero cardio. I haven't done cardio since at least before Thanksgiving. I can't even remember. So once obviously New Year comes, I'll start incorporating cardio, and that's going to help me shred a little bit more too, just enough to feel good on the beach. With that being said, today's going to be a full day of eating, and if you don't know, I do practice intermittent fasting, but the thing is, it's very loose. If I am hungry, then I'll eat. I'm not going to deprive myself, but today I woke up not hungry, so I'm usually good to go training on an empty stomach if I'm not hungry. If I'm hungry, then I'll eat. But so it's about 10 o'clock right now on a Tuesday, so I'm going to go train legs, and then usually when I get back from the gym, I'm ready to have a meal. It's perfect timing for me. With that being said, I'll see you in the gym. I don't take many supplements, so I did want to show you that I do sip on aminos during my workout. This is my favorite flavor. I've been using this for months now. But in all honesty, I do not think this really helps much with my soreness, but I just this is the only thing that quenches my thirst now during my workout. I just drink this because I like it. I don't really know if it gives me much benefit, but it just, flavors your water. Alright guys, so to warm up, I always do some pretty basic stretching, no matter what day it is, whether it's cardio, abs, legs, whatever. I will always do this basic stretching, because it does make a huge difference just in general if you just constantly stretch even just a little bit. So I always start off with that, but then specifically on leg days, I do dynamic warm-ups with my legs, and this is more to help my knee strengthening, because at one point I was feeling a little bit of knee pain, and then once I started doing these dynamic warm-ups, it really made a big difference, and not to mention it also helps activate your glutes. So you'll see me do some leg raises as well as some clamshells, and then a few donkey kicks and whatnot. So to start off, I did some sumo deadlifts, because these are great for building your glutes and overall legs. But I did mention in the beginning of the video that I am doing high volume now, so I'm doing sets of 20 reps, which is a lot of reps, so that's why I'm doing 95 pounds here, even though the last video I uploaded, I think I was doing 155 or something like that. So I went lighter, but I'm doing a lot of reps, and this really just kills you, and I end up doing 4 sets of this with a superset, which you'll see next. So as I said, I supersetted the sumo deadlifts, and I supersetted them with curtsy lunges.
So I'm holding 15-pound dumbbells here because I am doing 20 reps and I am already dead after doing 20 reps of the deadlift. So that's why I also went a little bit lighter, and I'm just really focusing on that front leg and pushing through my front heel. So for my next superset, I'm doing hip thrusts, and again, sets of 20 here. So I was struggling to feel hip thrusts in my glutes, like I would just feel them in my hamstrings, but over time you just learn what cues work better for you. So Robin Gallant actually just uploaded a video with her cues, and it's basically identical to mine, like she couldn't have said it any better. But basically you do want to go lighter weight and really squeeze your glutes, and you kind of push back. When you're going down, you're kind of thinking of going down towards the box, and that really does make a huge difference. And even just using a lighter weight makes a difference, and that's why you just do higher reps. So if you're having trouble, I would definitely recommend going down in weight and watching Robin's video on hip thrust cues. So after those 20 reps of hip thrusts, now I'm doing 20 reps of single leg deadlifts, but that's 20 reps on each leg. So I'm holding one 15-pound dumbbell and doing 20 reps on one leg and 20 on the other. I know that sounds super hard. Some people struggle with this, and that's kind of why I hold my stomach to help me balance, and it forces me to bring my leg back and also come straight down. And I'm thinking of keeping the dumbbell grazing along my ankle as I come down. And you just try to keep a straight line from your head to your heel. So it does take a lot of practice, but it is a great exercise just overall, so I highly recommend this. And I ended up doing 4 sets again, so 4 sets of 20 of everything here. And now for the last superset is just some basic quad extensions, because my quads are super weak and I really have trouble activating them. So I did 20 reps on the leg extension machine. And the reason why I'm only doing 6 exercises here is because I'm doing a lot of reps. So you really don't need to do too many exercises as long as you're doing a lot of reps and you're doing some crazy mind-muscle connection. And then I supersetted that with 20 reps on the landmine. I'm kind of doing like a squat slash deadlift kind of combo here, and my toes are pointed out, and I'm really sinking down into my glutes and then pushing up through my heels and squeezing my glutes at the top. I highly recommend this exercise. It may seem like the same thing as just holding a dumbbell or something, but for some reason you just get such a better stretch when using the landmine. So I definitely recommend it if you haven't tried it before. And then I haven't mentioned this too much, but I have been actually trying to work on my abs as well during this little bulk or whatever I'm doing, because I do tend to neglect them a lot. And I know you work them during other exercises, but it is still important to isolate them as well, because you isolate all your other muscles really. So I do try to do some abs throughout my workouts no matter what day it is, because you can do abs a lot, because they're unlike any other muscle where you can repeat those exercises a lot throughout the week. Alright, time to see what Paisley's been up to. Hi! What have you been doing? Good girl. Alright, first gotta take her out and then we can eat. Okay, so I'm back from the gym and I just took her out. And now I'm making my first meal of the day. It's actually just about noon, which is the ideal time I like to eat. And typically I would make an open face sandwich using, I have celiac and I'm allergic to eggs. So it's really hard for me to find bread that I can eat, because usually even if it's gluten-free, it has eggs in it. But this one actually is great for me. It's the char bread, and I get the Artisan Baker 10 grains and seeds bread. And it's actually really good. So I'm toasting that right now. And so usually I would have that and put on some butter and some everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's and some low sodium deli turkey and make that open face. But this week I really have been trying to get my greens in, and I've been trying to make this green drink, but it's coming out so bad. So instead of trying to make that green drink again, I'm actually going to use the kale I got and put it on my meal, and then instead make this a sandwich this time instead of open face. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so this is what it looks like. So I'm going to eat this and then I'll catch you in the next clip. So it's about 2 p.m. right now and I'm craving a snack. Typically I wouldn't have a snack like this. I'd mostly do like a protein filled kind of snack, but I was just craving this because I have bananas that are really ripe right now. It's like the perfect condition, so I want a banana. And then I'm gonna do some almond butter, just some plain almond butter from Trader Joe's. And then I work from home full time, so I mostly just work on my island right here. So I'll flip the camera around. Yeah, this is where I work from home. I'll either stand here at the island or I'll sit in a chair. So I'm going to have this banana with almond butter, and I'm just gonna keep this on the food scale and spoon it with each bite, and then I'll just kind of see how much I'm eating to keep track of that. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this and then I'll see you in the next clip. Okay, so it's about 5 p.m. right now and I'm hungry finally. I'm surprised I wasn't hungry after that banana, but I've just been so cold all day, so I guess I just wasn't getting hungry. Anyways, I'm heating up my dinner and Paisley's actually right here munching on her dinner. So that's what you hear in the background. So I'll show you what I meal prep this week. So it's actually the same thing I think I made in my last video. I'm just obsessed with these bowls lately. Earlier in the week, I prepped jasmine rice, which is all in here, mixed peppers and onions, which I just made on the stovetop, and then I baked some chicken and I put some chili lime seasoning on that. So it's just those 3 things in the bowl. I prep them all separately and then weigh them out every day and microwave it. But now I'm going to put a serving of this cheese on. It's nothing special, just regular cheese. Because cheese actually is not that bad for you. It's, you know, like there's not really any fat in here, so there's 8 grams in fat and then 6 protein, which is still a lot of protein. And so I'm gonna put that on there and microwave that a little bit longer to get this a little melty. And then I'm gonna add some shredded lettuce in there and then a little snack pack of guac. I was using fresh avocados and putting it on top, but I just got so sick of trying to find a good avocado. It's just a lot of work, so these are easier. So yeah, this is what it looks like when everything's mixed together. Doesn't look so pretty anymore, but it's delicious. So I'm gonna eat this and I'll see you in the next clip. So it's about 6 p.m. right now. I finished dinner a little while ago and I'm about to have some dessert, but I have a lot of calories left tonight actually, so that's kind of why I wanted to eat dinner earlier, because I didn't want to like stuff my face at night, but I just have a lot of macros left. So to start, I'm gonna have some hot chocolate actually. I have the reduced calorie Swiss Miss one. It's like 35 calories, which is really good. And then I'm also going to have a 1 bar with it. So I'm gonna make that right now. So I'm about to have my last meal, but I was just watching TV and I was thinking, like, I'm sorry if these vlogs are boring, but my life is pretty routine, if you can't tell. Because I work from home full time, I pretty much like stay in my apartment, like even my gym is in my apartment building. Of course there's times where I'll have like random errands to do, but for the most part I live a pretty routine life, which is pretty nice. Like I am such a creature of habit. Like I used to personal train full time and the hours were crazy, where it was like 5 a.m. in the morning and then I would have a client 9 at night, and it was just all over the place. So right now I like having this like really routine lifestyle. So yeah, that's why like these kind of vlogs aren't as exciting maybe, but I mean, I know some people like them. Like I like watching full days of eating. It's just kind of like relaxing, I don't know, and you get like food ideas. Also, one other thing I want to say about my eating. So like I said, I have been trying to grow more my legs, and because I did legs today, I do try to get more carbs in, but I haven't really been tracking perfectly. Like I track enough where I make sure I'm getting all my protein in, all my fats in, because fats are important like for regulating your hormones, and then I just make sure I'm eating enough carbs. But I'm not tracking my carbs perfectly. If something's really carby, like I'm fine going over my carbs because I'm just trying to grow. Like during the gym I was having a little bit of a bad body image day just because I was thinking like I'm just not as like lean as I was this summer, but I'm totally fine with it because it's just going to be 2 more weeks and I know what to do in order to lean down. That's the thing. Like it's not like I'm trying to lean down and I'm not. If anything, I'm trying to gain weight and then lean down. So I don't know, that was just kind of something I wanted to mention in the vlog because I feel like I don't talk too much. It's just like my food, which is fine. But yeah, so with that being said, I'll show you my last meal. I'm going to have a serving and a half of these super flakes. These are like so good. They kind of taste like Teddy Grahams. And I just put a little bit of unsweetened almond milk in it. And then I have some protein left, so I'm going to have a Greek yogurt. I'm not sure if I'll have this chocolate one or if I'll have another flavor depending on how I feel after this bowl of cereal. But that's it, and that will conclude the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.